Hello my darlings and welcome to the channel. Now I know what you're thinking. Moldova? Isn't that where Dracula keeps his holiday caravan? Well, put aside those images of garlic and crucifixes because today, we're off on a whirlwind tour of a country that's far more delightful than any vampire myth. Moldova, my dears, is a hidden gem. Nestled away in Eastern Europe, it's a land of rolling hills, fascinating history, and let's not forget, absolutely cracking wine. We're about to uncover 10 surprising facts about Moldova that will have you booking your tickets faster than you can say no rock. Before we get started though, do be a darling and give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really does help and it means you won't miss out on any of our future adventures. Right then, on with the show. Let's kick things off with a bang! The world's largest wine cellar is in Moldova. Milesti Mici stretches for 200 kilometers. Imagine rows of oak barrels, each containing the nectar of the gods. Nearly 2 million bottles of wine await. You can even drive through parts of this cellar. Milesti Mici is a testament to Moldova's love affair with wine. Now I know what you're thinking. Graham darling, enough about the booze. Tell us about Moldova's history. And who am I to deny you, my thirsty little history buffs? Moldova's story is a long and winding one dating back to the 14th century. This little nation has seen it all, from medieval fortresses to Ottoman rule, from Soviet influence to its hard-won independence. It's a tapestry woven with threads of resilience, culture, and a touch of melancholy, darling, just like a good opera. Speaking of opera, did you know that Moldova is home to the Soroka Fortress? This magnificent 15th century fortress is like something straight out of a fairy tale, with its towering walls and imposing gates. It's the kind of place where you can practically hear the clash of swords and the whispers of history. And if monasteries are more your cup of tea, darling, then you simply must visit Capriana Monastery. Founded in 1429, it's one of the oldest and most important religious sites in Moldova. But Moldova's history isn't just about stones and mortar, darling. It's about the people, their stories, and their traditions. Now let's be honest, my little globetrotters, Moldova isn't exactly top of everyone's travel bucket list, is it? But that, my dears, is precisely its charm. You see, while the rest of Europe is crammed with selfie sticks and fanny packs, Moldova remains a hidden gem, a place where you can still experience authentic culture without the crowds and the queues. Imagine, no more being elbowed out of the way for the perfect Instagram shot. Instead, you can wander through ancient monasteries, explore charming villages, and soak up the peace and quiet of the countryside. It's like stepping back in time, darling, without having to endure a single lute player. And the best part? You'll have all the incredible wine, food, and hospitality to yourself. No more battling for a table at that trendy bistro or queuing for hours to see a mediocre Renaissance painting. So, if you're looking for an off-the-beaten-path adventure, a chance to experience something truly unique and unspoiled, then Moldova is calling your name, darling. Right, back to the sightseeing, shall we? And trust me, you won't want to miss this next one. Picture this, my intrepid explorers, a monastery carved into a sheer limestone cliff, overlooking a winding river and rolling hills. Dramatic, isn't it? Welcome to Orheiul Vecii, one of Moldova's most iconic landmarks, and a true testament to human ingenuity and faith. This ancient complex, dating back to the 13th century, is a sight to behold. It's like something out of an Indiana Jones film, without the snakes and the questionable CGI. You can wander through the cave churches, marvel at the ancient frescoes, and soak up the breathtaking views. It's the kind of place that makes you feel like you're on top of the world, darling, or at least on top of a very large rock. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can even climb down to the bottom of the cliff and explore the network of caves that were once inhabited by monks. But seriously, Orheiul Vecii is a must-see for any visitor to Moldova. Now, enough with all this history and architecture, darling. Let's talk about something a little more lively, shall we? Moldova is a land of vibrant culture, with traditions as colorful as a drag queen's makeup bag. From the infectious rhythms of their folk music to the intricate steps of their traditional dances, Moldovans certainly know how to have a good time. And trust me, you'll be tapping your toes and clapping along in no time. One of the best ways to experience this cultural richness is to attend a local festival. And luckily for you, Moldova has plenty of those. There's the National Wine Day Festival where you can sample the country's finest vintages, naturally, the Maria Biesu International Opera and Ballet Festival, for a touch of high culture, and the Gustar Music Festival, a celebration of traditional and contemporary music. But it's not just about the big events, darling. Even a simple evening at a local restaurant can turn into a full-blown fiesta, with live music, dancing, and enough food to feed a small army. So, ditch the guidebook, darling, and dive headfirst into the world of Moldovan music and dance. Now, no trip to Moldova would be complete without a visit to its capital city, Chisinau. And let me tell you, darling, this isn't your average Eastern European capital full of gray concrete and stern-looking statues. Chisinau is a city of contrasts, a fascinating blend of old and new, where grand Soviet-era architecture sits alongside charming parks, bustling markets, and trendy cafes. It's a city that's both familiar and surprising, a bit like your favorite aunt, who always has a twinkle in her eye. You can stroll through the leafy Stefan Selmayr Park, admire the grandeur of the Nativity Cathedral, or haggle for souvenirs at the Central Market. And if you're feeling peckish, darling, there are plenty of restaurants serving up delicious Moldovan cuisine. More on that later, though. But what really makes Chisinau special is its people. They're warm, welcoming, and always up for a chat, even if you don't speak a word of Romanian. Right, let's talk food, shall we? Because darling, a trip to Moldova is a culinary adventure in itself. This is a country where food is more than just sustenance. It's an expression of love, tradition, and hospitality. Now I know what you're thinking, Moldovan food? Isn't that just cabbage and potatoes? Oh, you naive little thing. Moldovan cuisine is a delightful fusion of Romanian, Russian, and Turkish influences, with a dash of Balkan spice thrown in for good measure. It's hearty, flavorful, and surprisingly sophisticated. We're talking about dishes like mamaliga, a creamy polenta that's practically the national dish, served with everything from cheese and sour cream to stewed meat and mushrooms. And then there's placinta, a savory pastry filled with cheese, potatoes, cabbage, or even pumpkin. Trust me, darling, it's even more delicious than it sounds. And for the meat lovers among us, there's mitite, grilled minced meat rolls seasoned with garlic and spices, and sarmale, cabbage rolls filled with meat and rice, cooked in a tangy tomato sauce. So loosen your belt, darling, and get ready to indulge in the culinary delights of Moldova. Now, we've already touched upon Moldova's love affair with wine, haven't we? But it's time to delve a little deeper, darling, because this country is a wine lover's paradise. From the rolling hills of the Codru region to the sun-drenched vineyards of the south, Moldova is home to a staggering number of wineries, both large and small, and they're producing some truly exceptional wines, my dears, from crisp whites and fruity roses to full-bodied reds and even sparkling wines. And the best part? You can visit many of these wineries for tours and tastings. Imagine, darling, spending an afternoon wandering through vineyards, learning about the winemaking process, and sampling the fruits of their labor. It's the perfect way to spend a sunny afternoon, wouldn't you say? And if you're looking for something truly special, you can even try some of Moldova's indigenous grape varieties like Rara Neagra, Fetiasca Alba, and Viorica. So raise a glass, my dears, to Moldova's liquid gold. It's a country that knows how to make wine and how to enjoy it. Now let's talk about one winery in particular, shall we? Because, darling, no discussion about Moldovan wine would be complete without mentioning Purcari. Established in 1827, Purcari is one of the oldest and most prestigious wineries in Moldova, with a history as rich and complex as its wines. It's the kind of place where you can practically taste the history in every sip. Located in the southeastern part of the country, Purcari's vineyards benefit from a unique microclimate with warm summers, mild winters, and fertile soil. It's the perfect terroir for producing exceptional wines, and Purcari has been doing just that for centuries. From its iconic Negru de Purcari, a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Saperavi, and Rara Neagra, to its elegant Chardonnay and Sauvignon Blanc, Purcari's wines have won numerous awards and accolades, both at home and abroad. But it's not just about the awards, darling. It's about the passion, the tradition, and the dedication that goes into every bottle of Purcari wine. Now, we've talked about Moldova's history, its culture, its food, and its wine. But there's one more thing that truly makes this country special, darling, and that's its people. Moldovans are some of the warmest, most welcoming people you'll ever meet. They're always happy to help, even if you don't speak a word of Romanian. They'll invite you into their homes, share their food and wine with you, and make you feel like part of the family. It's the kind of hospitality that stays with you long after you've left, darling. So if you're looking for a travel destination where you'll feel truly welcome, then Moldova is the place for you. Well, my little adventurers, there you have it. 10 surprising facts about Moldova that will hopefully have you reaching for your passport and packing your bags. From the world's largest wine cellar to its ancient monasteries and vibrant culture, Moldova is a country that has something to offer everyone. So why not give it a try? You might just be surprised at what you discover. And if you enjoyed this little jaunt through Moldova, do give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more travel adventures.